Today, we're going to be looking at creatures that are face down, turn face up. They're behind a disguise. You don't know who they are until you pull off the mask. I'm going to start off with Ebon Blade Reaper. This is a 3-mana 1/1. However, you can morph it for 5. That's insane. Or, sorry, unmorph. Or you can morph for 3, unmorph for 5. When Ebon Blade Reaper attacks, you lose half your life, rounded up. When Ebon Blade Reaper deals combat damage to a player, that player loses half of their life, rounded up. That's crazy. Okay, so I guess the idea is you want to attack as a 2/2 morphed creature, and then, surprise, 5 mana. Oh, you're going to lose half your life before I lose my first half. These days, you just get this thing. They have the, what is it, the Unstoppable Scratcher or something? The Unstoppable something. Okay, next, let's go to Little Deadfly with Blistering Firecat. Remember, any card, anything that has to do with face down cards is going to be applicable today, and any stuff that is turned face down. The Blistering Firecat is a 7/1 4-mana haste creature with trample. It's a ball lightning. At end of turn, sacrifice your Blistering Firecat. This is worse than ball lightning, but it's got a bonus. It can be morphed, and you can unmorph it. Or sorry, it can be morphed for 2 mana. Or so, how do I apply this? It can be turned face down. That technically doesn't have a name, and then you morph it for 2 mana. All right, it becomes the Mighty Morphin Blistering Firecat. Rated Lex, thanks so much for your super chat. I really appreciate it. Achroma Angel of Fury. No, this is not a face down. It has to be a face down card. So this is one that we already know who they are, right? Achroma Angel of Fury. Look, we can see one Achroma Angel of Fury. Huh? Achroma Angel of Fury, the only true Achroma? What is this? Oh, it is a morph. Oh, okay, sorry. I thought you were talking about something else. My apologies. It's a 8-mana 6/6 Angel. Spell can't be countered. And also Flying Trample, protection from white and from blue. What's funny, actually, can't be countered, but if you play the morph, it can it be countered or not? I can't remember if morphs use the stack. Yeah, I was thinking of a different angel that there's actually a lot of 2-sided angels. Okay, we have a Flying Trample, protection from white and from blue. Might as well be Emrakul. For a red, Achroma Angel of Fury gets +1/+0 until end of turn. Really powerful. No, we have no bingo card for today. We only have bingo cards on custom and AI days. Morph is a special action, no count. Wow! I don't play a whole lot of morphs online where I would see if I could actually counter it or not. Whatever. Okay, Achroma. Be fearful. Uncounterable both ways. That's a bonus for morph cards. Uncounterable. We got Evan with the Gift of Doom. Gift of Doom. This is a 5-mana aura. Enchant creature at Death Touch and Indestructible. Morph, sacrifice another creature. What? As Gift of Doom is turned face up, you may attach it to a creature. Imagine someone who is cloaked. You take the cloak off, and all of a sudden, it's like a gift underneath. It's like some sort of mystery box. All right, that's weird. It's not even a sentient creature. It's just strange. Do battles count because you never get to flip them anyway? No, they do not count. They are not face down cards. We're not talking about double-sided cards. We're talking about face down cards or cards that make face down cards. Surefire Selves with Karu Spell Snatcher is really good because it's a special action ability. It's a 4-mana 3/3 Snake Wizard with a morph of 6. That's a lot. When it's turned face up, counter target spell. If that spell is countered this way, exile it instead of putting it into its owner's graveyard. You may cast that card without paying its mana cost for as long as it remains exiled. Holy crap! It's Commandeer. It's like better than Commandeer. Because you're not exiling a bunch of cards for it, or I guess I think this is quite powerful. That's a huge gotham. Steve Cooper with Boltbender. These are all surprise cards. I mean, it's going to surprise the crap out of your opponents when you turn them face up. A 4-mana 4/2 Goblin Wizard with Disguise of 2 mana, actual disguise card. When Bolt Bender is turned face up, you may choose new targets for any number of other spells and or abilities. I don't understand why there's so many cards that are like, redirect a card of a single target to something else. Like, why aren't they just worded like Bolt Bender? Okay, you're targeting a million things. Okay, I can retarget the million things, right? You may choose new targets for any number of other spells and or ability. I love it. Or do they have to be single targets? I don't think so. Next up, we got a super chat from John. Thanks so much, John. Unstable Hulk. Three mana 2/2, morph of 5. Whenever Unstable Hulk is turned face up, it gets +6/+6 and gains trample until end of turn. You skip your next turn. No, that sounds terrible. I mean, that's just brutal. Turn fit. You basically have to kill your opponent that very turn. Kill him or be killed. Abs with Brine Elemental. This is a 6 mana 5/4 elemental, morph of 7. When it's turned face up, each opponent skips their next untap step. It's better. Hey, look, I'm not getting extra turns. You're not losing your turn. You just lose your untap step. It could be worse. Toads wants a shout out to Scornful Egotist. Card that, if you don't know what Scornful Egotist is, it's like you probably have just started playing this game. So like, it's a pretty common joke amongst many people. Illusionary Mask. Okay, how does that apply to this show? I gotta read all this. X. You may put a creature card with converted mana cost X or less from your hand onto the battlefield face down as a 0/1 creature. All right, qualifies. Put X mask counters on that creature. Activate this ability only anytime you could cast a sorcery. The creature's controller may turn the creature face up anytime they could cast an instant by removing all mask counters from it. This effect ends if the creature's turned face up. How do you get rid of the mask counters? Put X mask counters. Activates this ability only time you could cast a sorcery. Creature's controller. I don't know how to get the mask counters off. Instructions unclear. I know how to put like a 0/1. Is that the gimmick? We have to get rid of the mask counters and then we get our creature. It's almost like cheating it in play. Okay, hold on. The creature's going to turn the face up anytime they could cast an instant sorcery by removing all mask counters. I don't know how to get the how. They don't tell you that. It's like buying something without an instruction book. Okay, a Blackbird says, does connecting the dots count? I didn't think this is a complicated show. 2-mana enchantment. Whenever a creature you control attacks, exile the top card of your library face down. I didn't say it had to be a creature, so yes. 2 mana, discard your hand, sacrifice connecting the dots, put all cards exiled with connecting the dots into their owner's hands. It's going to be a lot of cards. Basically, you get to hide what the card is, but you still pay its mana cost to put onto the field. Well, why didn't they say that? What's with the mask counters crap? Anyway, it was a very awkward card. Dinglebag, Willbender. I like this card. I think it's a cool card. I don't like that art, though. Nope. That's a nope from me, fam. Okay, it's a 2-mana 1/2 wizard, morph of 2. When it's turned face up, change the target spell or ability with a single target. Ha! Tried to kill my creature. Well, how about you kill my Willbender? You didn't see that coming now, did you? I really depend on other people having cards on the battlefield. Christopher B with the Gift of Doom. Oh, we saw that one already. You're a little late here, Christopher B. Magnum Opus. Moss Bridge Troll. Kind of disguised. When it's destroyed, regenerate, tap any number of creatures. It's not face down ever. Whoops. It's got to be cards that are face down. When the card is turned face up, change the artwork of target spell to artwork of your choice. I love it. One day, when Magic cards are played with a QR code. Marcio, Accursed Witch. 4 mana 4/2. Spells your opponents cast that target Accursed Witch cost 1 less to cast. When it dies, return it to the battlefield transformed under your control attached to Target opponent. Oh no, it's not a face down card. It's not. Okay, so those don't count. It's got to be face down cards, not flip cards. We've done flip shows. We never done face down cards though. We have never done a face down show. All right. Christopher B redeeming themselves with Death Mist Raptor. A 3-mana 3/3 Death Toucher. When a permanent you control is turned face up, you may return Death Mist Raptor from your graveyard to the battlefield face up or face down. And you would like that because it's got Mega Morph, which means when you morph it, it gets a +1/+1 counter. Is that it? Hey, look, every +1/+1 counter counts around here. All counters. Raptor with Wings with Bayak of Siwa. The Bayak of Siwa is a 5-mana 3/4 double striker, and as long as it's your turn, other historic creatures you control have double strike. So you're attacking like, oh, and it's got Disguise for 3 mana. So effectively, you could morph, or I don't know, disguise this creature and then attack. I mean, this is the whole deal with these sort of morph, disguise, face down cards. You don't know what they're like. A box of chocolates. You don't know what you're gonna get. And when you open this box of chocolates, well, apparently you're taking double the damage. And you're gonna like it. You're gonna like it. Everyone likes taking double the damage, or at least they like dealing it. Okay, next super chat we got from Benovsky. Thank Garfield. It's Friday Night Magic. Thank you very much, Benovsky. With that super chat, is that a card? Oh, hold on. I think that's a card. Thank Garfield. Because it's in capitals. You know, I almost skipped you. Thank Garfield. I don't know if we're going to find it. How about I look up Friday Night Magic? Is this a card or not? Or are you like tooting my horn here? I can't find it exactly. It's not really showing up. Not easily. Okay, I'm going to donate this thing. Either Scryfall is broken or they can't find this card. Next up, Dustin Newbie with Skin Thinner. Enjoy a super chat. It's a 2-mana 2/1. What a huge morph cost for 5 mana. When it's first face up, though, destroy target non-black creature. It can't be regenerated. Worst removal spell in the world. That's terrible. Next up, let's take a look at Toilet Duck Exalted Angel. That sounds old. That sounds like old school. Yeah, it's like from Onslaught. 6 mana 4/5 flyer. When it deals damage, you gain that much life. Oh, look at that. Classic lifelink. Also, just morph for 4 mana. It's actually a really generic card. You like basically get nothing when you turn it face up. Thank Richard B. Garfield. Okay, hold on. Thank Richard. It's FNV. Okay, I can't find it. I don't know if they have this thing on Scryfall. It just doesn't exist. Sorry, I'm sorry. It just doesn't exist. Too special of a card for this show. Matthew Green, it's always... Oh, we just did that. I'm sorry about that, Matthew Green. You're gonna have to donate your super chat, or I'm gonna keep an eye out for you. Give me another one. We did Will Bender. I love Will Bender is an amazing card. Chen with Tezzeret. We need the Cruel Tezzeret. Okay, this one's cruel enough for us. 6 mana for 4 loyalty. +1 draw a card. 0 until your next turn. Target artifact becomes a 5/5. -7. Put any number of cards from your hand onto the battlefield face down. They're also 5/5 creatures. Tezzeret makes artifacts 5/5s. Makes the random cards in your hand 5/5s. Imagine drawing like most of your deck with, was it Enter the Infinite, and then just putting it onto the board as a 5/5 army. Oh, it wasn't a card. It was just. Why do you know? I thought that's what you said, but then you capitalize everything as if it was a card. Next up, Turiat with Spectral Deluge. 6 mana for a sorcery. Return each creature your opponents control with toughness X or less to their owner's hand, where X is the number of islands you control. And you can foretell this. So foretell is the ability, yeah, during your turn, you can pay 2 mana, exile the card from your hand face down, and you cast it on a later turn for its foretell cost. You never know what it's going to be. Oh, no, but you have to pay 2. So they do know it's a foretell card. Oh, they would. I was thinking, can't you, like, pretend it's a morph, but it doesn't matter because it wouldn't be a creature. Kano with Void Mage Prodigy. I had big hopes for this card. Oh, Kai. This card unfortunately didn't age well because it has 1 toughness. It's a blue 2/1 creature. Double blue, sack a wizard, counter target spell. I love that ability. That sounds so cool. You just keep sacking wizards, keep countering those spells. I can counter another one and another one. More for a blue. So it's not even that expensive to unmorph it if you really need to. I think just a 2 mana 2/1 it was really strong, but unfortunately, like, not in this economy. Dangerous one, Vesuva Shapeshifter, not a doppelganger. Vesuvan Shapeshifty. 5 mana 0/0 enters the battlefield or is turned face up. You may choose another creature on the battlefield. If you do, until Vesuvan Shapeshifter is turned face down, it becomes a copy of that creature, except it has at the beginning of your upkeep, you may turn this creature face down. Weird. So basically, this is a creature that can take a break, go face down, come back face up, and just be somebody else. It's... What's that lady from, what's that woman from X-Men? She morphs into all sorts of people. It's this person. There's probably some sort of alter out there like that. Mystique! I think it's Mystique. I got the name before someone let me know in the comment section. William! Sauron's Ransom. Matthew Green, do you have another card? 3 mana instant. Choose an opponent. They look at the top 4 cards of your library and separate them into face down pile and face up pile. Put one of the piles into your hand and into your graveyard. It does not count. It's close. Separate them in the face down pile. You know, okay, whatever. I'll give it to you. This hangs on a thread on being part of the rules. I mean, I guess cards were technically face down at one point. Matthew Green with Redemption. Team or Charger? It's like a badger. It's a horse. It's a 2 mana 3/1. You can morph it by revealing a green card in your hand. I present you my green card. When Team or Charger is turned face up, target creature gains trample until end of turn. Seems like a very poor ability. We got Dazga Puntek with Chrome Shell Crab. It's Chromie. It's the T1000 Crab. 5 mana for a 3/3 Crab Beast with morph of 5 mana. When it's turned face up, you may exchange control of target creature you control and target creature an opponent controls. That is sick. This is budget Gilded Drake. And it's super budget. How much is mana? It's like 8 mana. Ugh. That's a lot of mana. But it's like less than $1. You want to pay 8 mana and 50 cents, or you want to pay 2 mana and like $300 for Gilded Drake. Magnum Opus, Bomat, Courier. Was this face up when it? Oh, it makes face down cards. Yeah. Okay. 1 mana for a 1/1 haste. When it attacks, though, exile the top card of your library face down. And for a red, you can discard your hand, sacrifice Bomat Courier, and put all cards exiled with Bomat Courier into their owner's hands. This was a fascinating card. Saw a lot of competitive play for a good chunk of time, and was super fair. I mean, it was just a 1/1 with haste, but as you keep attacking, you keep accumulating cards, and very often you would attack with it and just sack it after it gets blocked because, hey, you just want the cards. Discard your hand. Well, there was just a bunch of lands anyway. Next up, we have Quill. Once upon a time, a turn 1 Putrid Raptor was a fantastic opener. Once upon a time, a turn 1. How did that happen? 6 mana for a 4/4. Morph. Discard a zombie card from your hand. Morph. How do you get this turn 1, though? Because you still have to pay the 3 mana. to get this in play. Steve Cooper, you can't look at it. Anti-look at it tech. Is this a real card? You can't look. Seems like if these fake cards are not showing up very well. I don't know where these sets are coming from, but like they just don't exist. And yeah. Sorry about that, everyone. David with Disruptive Pit Mage. 3 mana 1/1. Tap counter target spell unless its controller pays 1. Ooh my god, that's a got him. It's got a morph for a blue. That's like an ultimate got him. That's good. I'll tell you what, that's gonna hurt more, way more than Force Spike. It's no, not even Force Spike. What's the white Force Spike? I haven't seen that card in a million years. Oh, you're commenting on the Bomac Cur's reminder text? Okay. Sorry about that. What's the white room? It's I'm just blanking on this card. Mana Tide, that's right. Thanks so much, Abzo. You've come to save me. So Mana Tide, so like, you know, getting hit by a Force Spike, that's level 1 got him. Mana Tide, that's level 2 got him. Level 3 got him. Getting hit by a Disruptive Pit Mage. Someone pays the blue. I mean, I guess if you couldn't pay for the Force Spike, that's one thing. But you'd be like, there's no way that deck plays Force Spike. They're probably holding up some Morph Creature. And then they turn this one up. It would be completely disgusting. Less the N with They Came from the Pipes. They did, didn't they? 5 mana enchantment. When it enters, manifest Dread twice. To manifest Dread, look at the top 2 cards. Put them onto the put one onto the battlefield face down as a 2/2 creature, and the other in your graveyard. When a face down creature you control enters, draw a card. That's insane value. That's crazy. When it enters, manifest Dread twice. Why don't we see this card more? Aren't you literally isn't this like 5 mana, get 2 creatures and draw 2 cards? When it enters, you manifest Dread twice. So I'm going to look at the top 2 cards. When a face-down creature you control enters, and they're always face-down, even if it's a land. This card looks insane to me. I don't understand why this card doesn't see any play. I'm almost like learning about it for the first time. I mean, I've seen it once before. I totally forgot. I remember the art more than the card. Anyway. All right, Marcio. Thank you very much for your super chat. Hide your opponent's commander with the Cyber Conversion. Time to go to cyberspace. It's a blue instant. Turn target creature face down. It is a 2/2 Cyberman artifact creature. That's weird. So what, like their soul is lost in cyberspace and they're just like a 2/2 dummy? Yeah, the card is sick. It's just not played because nobody plays Manifest. You don't even need to play Manifest. You just play this card. I think this is just like an individually good, powerful card by itself. Anyway, I must be smoking something. The Blind Seer, best disguise ever. No, not really in the spirit of the show. Zenitail. David Sampson with the Dream Devourer. Let's devour things. 2 mana 0/3. Each non-land card in your hand without Foretell has Foretell. Its Foretell cost is equal to its mana cost reduced by 2. Whenever you foretell a card, Dream Devourer gets +2/+0 until end of turn. Someone played this against me in Modern once. Like when it first came out. Never saw the card ever again. Guess it didn't cut it. We did Illusionary Mask, Emil. We did that one. Who has no card yet? We did Cyberman Conversion. We did Illusionary Mask. Wow, people they love their Illusionary Mask. Okay, we want Redemption here. Karu. Oh, we did Karu Spell Snatcher. Wow, there's so many more Foretell disguise cards. Everyone's just choosing the cards that are already known. Or we've already done. Abhorrent Oculus. Broken. Arguably. So it'll probably be one of the more broken cards we see today. 3 mana 5/5. It's an additional cost to cast the spell. Exile 6 cards from your graveyard. Oh no! As if that's hard to do these days. Flying. At the beginning of each opponent's upkeep, manifest Dread. So basically you get How much? Yeah, you get 7 power off the bat, and you get an additional 2 power every single other turn. Or sorry, every single turn. Benjamin Berkey with the Raven Guild Master. The 3-mana 1/1. Whenever the Guild Master deals combat damage to a player, that player removes the top 10 cards of their library from the game. Is that it? That player. This is the weirdest mill card of all time. That player, yeah, removes the top 10. I don't even think they would care. They'd be like, ha, this is but a flesh wound to my deck, especially if you're playing Commander. Cabri with Edgin Larcenist Lutenist. 3-mana 3/3. Each non-land card in your hand without Foretell has Foretell. Its Foretell cost is equal to its mana cost, reduced by 2. And then during your turn, you may pay 2 and exile it from your hand face down. Cast it on a later turn for its Foretell cost. Whenever you cast your second spell each turn, goad target creature an opponent controls. You know it's a commander card when it's got goad on it. What happens when you use goad in a one-on-one game? I don't know. Do they just not attack? Peanuts! Cryptic Coat. Oh, I love this card. I think it's in my top 10 underrated cards at this moment. Just in the game in general. 3-mana equipment. Enters the battlefield. Cloak the top card of your library. Then attach Cryptic Coat to it. Equipped creature gets +1/+0 and can't be blocked. Also for 2 mana, you can return it back to your hand. When you get 5 mana, it's basically a combo. Pay 2, return to hand, replay Cryptic Coat. And by the way, that disguised creature, that first disguise, it's still there. It still remains. It's quite a fascinating synergy. Chen with Jester's Scepter. This sounds like an old card. Oh, it's old, but it's not as old as I thought it would be. 3-mana artifact. When it comes into play, remove the top 5 cards of target player's library from the game face down. And then you may look at those cards as long as they remain removed from the game. And then pay 2, tap, put a card removed from the game with Jester's Scepter into its owner's into its owner's graveyard. Counter target spell if it has the same name as that card. Wow, this is like top 10. This is definitely in like the top 10 worst cards to play in a game of Commander. Or could it work? Hold on, no. Remove a card into its owner's graveyard. Counter target spell if it had the same name as that card. I'm just wondering, can you use that against other people's card? Like if you removed a Soul Ring, can I counter someone else's Soul Ring? Put a card removed from the game with Jester's Scepter into its owner's graveyard. Counter target spell. Oh yeah, okay, so it actually can sort of work in some weird capacity. In a weird way. Mordrek. Death in Heaven. That's a sick name for a Magic card. It's actually a very, very great... That's a great name. 4 mana for a Saga. Chapter 1 and 2. Target player mills 2 cards and exiles their graveyard. Put all cards exiled with Death in Heaven onto the battlefield under... onto the battlefield. Put all creature cards exiled with Death in Heaven onto the battlefield face down under your control. They're 2/2 Cybermen artifact creatures. It's not going to be much of a disguise, though. We're going to know exactly what those creatures are. Okay, we're going to look at more creatures that hide behind a disguise. But we got to thank our sponsor today, FusionGamingOnline.com. Where do you think you can get your morph, disguise, face down, and so on cards? You get them at FusionGamingOnline.com because when you buy from here, you support the channel. Don't forget, Final Fantasy cards are out. They're hot. They're going like hotcakes. Pre-order your cards. Maybe at FusionGamingOnline.com. I would love that because it is the sponsor of today's show. And if you love the show, then you're going to love Fusion. And you're going to love this coupon code I have for you. 5% off everything at checkout using coupon code Nikachu. We're also going to thank Mana Traders, the premier place to rent Magic cards online. Play all sorts of wild jank in Commander and one-on-one Commander and CEDH. When you rent with Mana Traders on Magic Online, you can support the channel using my Mana Traders link in the description below, or save 40% cash back on your 3rd month subscription using coupon code Nikachu_ZAX. Back to face down cards. Bulky Veiled Ascension. Always love Cloak. Also, they fly, but not fly high enough to see them? Huh? Oh, they fly in the picture. Okay, 4 mana enchantment. When it enters the battlefield, put a flying counter on each face-down creature you control. Face-down creatures you control enter the battlefield with a flying counter on them. What? When fail... Are we putting a counter on it twice? Enters the battlefield, put a flying counter on each face-down creature you control. Oh, I see. So if they're face-down, they get a counter. Then new creatures also get a counter. At the beginning of your upkeep, you may cloak the top card of your library. Well, I may. Well, I absolutely would love to do it. Why not? Steve Cooper, thank you very much for your super chat. Internet is spotty for me today. I'll catch the second half of the stream on the replay. Ooh, 3 donations from Steve Cooper. Let's give the first one to Zenitail with Pinewalker. That is a morph card. All right, we have a 5/5. Whenever Pinewalker or another creature you control is turned face up, untap that creature. Oh, so we can attack. It's like some weird, pseudo weird vigilance, and it's got morph for a 5. This has big draft energy going for it. Super big draft energy. Trisaru, you would love a super chat. You love super chats, don't you? Donation from Steve Cooper. Gonti, Lord of Luxury. 2/3 Aetherborn Rogue with Death Touch. When it enters the battlefield, look at the top 4 cards of target opponent's library. Exile one of them face down and put the rest on the bottom of your bottom of that library in a random order. You may cast that card for as long as it remains exiled, and mana of any type can be spent to cast that spell. Exile one of them face down. They'll never know what it is. I mean, unless they can mill their entire deck and get perfect information. Then they can find out what the mysterious face-down card is. But they'll have to do that before you flip that card face up. We got Charlie Congratulations, you get a super chat. Information dealer. 2 mana 1/1. Tap. Look at the top X cards of your library. X is the number of wizards in play, then put them back in any order. Actually, this has nothing to do with face down cards. Disqualified. They're hidden cards, but not face down. Volton, you would love a super chat. Ghastly Conscription. It's funny. This is top X cards your library. X the number of wizards. This is from the set, the Aura of the Morphs. I swear, like that set was probably like 95% morphs. Unfortunately, we got one of the cards that's not. Oh, it's a joke. Oh, sorry. I take you all too seriously. Ghastly Conscription is a 7 mana sorcery. Exile all creature cards from target player's graveyard in a face down pile. Shuffle that pile. Then manifest those cards. Disgusting. They're not gonna. The shuffling part is what gets me. You're not gonna know exactly which one's the most dangerous one to kill. Okay, Matthew Green with another super chat. Thanks so much. Dono to Surefire Selves. Yaris. You hear that, Surefire Selves? You're gonna get Yaris in this game. 4 mana for a 4/4 Centaur Druid. So far, it's like the strongest creature just based on power and toughness and mana cost. Other creatures you control have haste. That's sick. Whenever one or more face-down creatures you control deal combat damage to a player, draw a card. This is insane! Whenever a face-down creature you control dies, return it to the battlefield face-down under its owner's control. If it's a permanent card, then turn it face-up. What is going on here? So when a face-down creature you control dies, it comes back? What's the downside? This looks like the most broken face-down card of all time. I guess the problem is you have to play with face-down cards, which may or may not be good. Yaris is a Commander Pinewalker. What the hell does that mean? They walk among pines? We did Egotist. Dustin with Raven form. Did not do that one. 3 mana sorcery. Exile target artifact or creature. Its controller gets a 1/1 blue bird creature token, and you can foretell it. You can sneak up on them on surprise. Marcio, thank you very much for your super chat. Ugin's Mastery. Someone got a master, Ugin. 4-mana enchantment. Whenever you cast a colorless creature spell, manifest the top card of your library. Whenever you attack with creatures with total power 6 or greater, you may turn a face-down creature you control face up. Cast a color. Whenever you cast, it's like, do you want? Is this good? Like, is this like sort of fine in an Eldrazi deck? Whenever you cast a colorless creature spell, manifest. Like, I could see you like getting a lot of cards off of this, but at the same time, you probably could just do something else in an Eldrazi deck. Benjamin Berkey with Raven Guildmaster. I think we did this one. Oh, we didn't. Okay, this is a 3-mana 1/1. When it deals combat damage to a player, that player... Oh, no, it's... Yeah, we did this one. Sorry about that. Removes the 10 cards. We did do it. I actually took it out of my Zolodoc deck. Yeah, I mean, the cards... The card is fine. It's just not powerful, you know. In a deck that would use it, they probably just have more powerful things to do, that's all. We got Quill with Spell Morph, like the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. Raise Dead, because sometimes you need to get weird. Instant for a black. Return target creature card from your graveyard to your hand, and then Spell Morph. You may cast this Spell Morph. You may cast this card face down as a 2/2 creature for 3 mana. Cast it anytime for its Spell Morph card. Did they have to do it? Isn't that just Foretell? John with Jalum Grifter. Okay, you're all getting disqualified. Okay, so the rules are you generally can get these cards on the show if they are if you super chat. They're super chat locked. Okay, Felly with threats around every corner. They're not real cards, people. They fake. Okay, threats around every corner is a 4-mana enchantment. When it enters, manifest Dread, and then whenever a face-down permanent you control enters, search your library for a basic land card, put onto the battlefield, tap, then shuffle. I would imagine this is just like really fun to play in Commander. Okay, Dustin is like, last one, Doomscar. We've not done Doomscar. Where's Doomscar? Oh, I did not press enter. Is this the board wipe? Oh yeah, it is. 5 mana, destroy all creatures. Or you can foretell it for 3 mana. Sorry, foretell it for 2 mana, and then foretell... Yeah, sorry, you foretell it for 3 mana. I feel like when I'm foretelling something, that's when it's going face down, but really that's the face up part. And then wipe everything clean. Benjamin Berkey with the Tribal Force Mage. Forcing you to get better car insurance. 2 mana 1/1, morph of 2 mana. When it's turned face up, creatures of the type of your choice get +2/+2 and gain trample until end of turn. To make sure that you can survive that car accident. If you have to pay for uncards, does that mean they are behind a paywall? That is correct. Yeah, they are paywalled. Hexanort, Zimone, Mystery Unraveler. A lot of Zimone cards. 4 mana for a 3/3 with Landfall. Land enters the battlefield. If it's the first time, Manifest Dread. If it's the first time, it is resolved this turn. Otherwise, you may turn a permanent you control face up. Wow. Oh, that's actually quite good. Don't play a face down deck unless you have Zimone, because Zimone just lets you do everything for free. Very, very, very free. Larry Law with Chandra's Triumph. Chandra's Triumph. Chandra's Triumphant Return. A 2 mana instant. I'm not gonna lie, this doesn't look like Chandra over here. This is her stunt double. When Chandra's Triumph deals 3 damage to target creature or planeswalker an opponent controls. Chandra's Triumph deals 5 damage to that permanent instead if you control a Chandra's planeswalker. This is nothing. This has nothing to do with the show. It's Lazov. Oh, did I get the wrong card? Lazov Triumph? Is there a Lazov Triumph? I have no idea what's going on here. Chandra's Triumph. This is the card. We did illusionary mask. That is I think that's the 5th time illusionary mask has been requested. No, it's Lazav illusion as Chandra against Dovin. Oh, I see in the background. Okay, next up, let's take Hide in Plain Sight. I like the sound of that name. A 4-mana sorcery. Look at the top 5 cards of your library. Cloak 2 of them, hidden in plain sight, and put the rest on the bottom of your library in a random order. And Ryan's like, thank goodness I didn't request illusionary mask. Thank you so much. Okay, we're gonna go to like no 2 cards yet now, people. Mordrak, Gonti. Are there several Gontis? Because I think we did one Gonti. I don't think that we did this one. Okay, 5 mana for a 5/5. Spells you cast but don't own cost 1 less to cast. Whenever 1 or more creatures you control deal combat damage to a player, look at the top card of that player's library, then exile it face down. You may play that card for as long as it remains exiled, and mana of any type can be spent to cast that spell. I think it's similar to the other Gonti. Next up, let's look at Yedora. A 5-mana 5/5, and whenever another non-token creature you control dies, you may return it to the battlefield face down under its owner's control. And also, it's a forest land. Whenever a non-token creature, basically you get a rebate, but then you need to turn it up somehow. Yeah, how did we get this far and not get Ixidron? We get Illusionary Mask like 6 times, but Ixidron not once. 5 mana star. When it enters the battlefield, turn all other non-token creatures face down. And Ixidron's power and toughness are each equal to the number of face-down creatures on the battlefield. That's a big Ixidron. What the hell is an Ixidron? Apparently it's an illusion. Alright, Toilet Duck with Nervous Gardener. This person doesn't look that nervous. 2 mana 2/2 Dryad, Disguise of a Green. When Nervous Gardener is turned face up, search your library for a land card with a basic land type, reveal it, put it into your hand, then shuffle. This has nothing to... What? This name set up something more glorious than this, in my opinion. Okay, David wants something. Hoarding Broodlord. Is this in non-EDH formats as far as you know? No. Hell no. I've never heard of this card. 8 mana for a 7/6 dragon. Convoke. Flying. When it enters, search your library for a card, exile it face down, then shuffle. For as long as that card remains exiled, you can play it. And also, spells you cast from exile, they have Convoke too. Works out great. Christopher B with Battle Mammoth. 6/5 Elephant. I don't have an elephant sound effect. Trample. Whenever a permanent you control becomes the target of a spell or ability an opponent controls, you can draw a card. I love it. You can foretell it for 4 mana. She's nervous because of the potential illegal plants she's growing. Wink, wink. Oh, yeah. Oh, no. If this is going to surely call over the police. Yeah. Yeah, I didn't think about that. There's some gardeners out there. They're way more nervous than the regular gardeners. They have things to hide. Tresaru, Granite Witness. 4 mana 3/2, flying in vigilance. It's also his disguise for Azorius. And when it's turned face up, you may tap or untap target creature. It's a pretty sad ability, to be honest. Benjamin's like, how about Bane of the Living? Let's take a look at it. 4/3 insect, a morph of double black and an X. When Bane of Living is turned face up, all creatures get -X/-6 until end of turn. Well, try not to. I guess it's the Bane of the Living because it's gonna commit seppuku. William with Wind Brisk Heights. Huh? Oh, these cards. I totally forgot about this mechanic. Hideaway. Hideaway 4. When the land enters, look at the top 4 cards of your library and exile 1 face down. Then put the rest on the bottom in a random order. This land enters tapped. You can tap for white and also pay a white tap. You may play the exiled card without paying its mana cost if you attack with 3 or more creatures this turn. That's a lot of play. A lot of play. Used to be great. I don't know what happened to that card. I guess it's still seen a little bit of play. Islarf. The Rabble Rousing. Or Rabble Rouser. A 1/1 Shaman. For 4 mana. It's got Bloodthirst 1. And for a red, tap. Attacking creatures get +X/+0. Oh, do we have the right card? Oh, there's 2 cards. They're so similar. Okay, this is the real one. This is the real Rousing. 5 mana enchantment with Hideaway 5. And whenever you attack with 1 or more creatures, create that many 1/1 green and white citizen creature tokens. Then if you control 10 or more creatures, you can play the exiled card without paying its mana cost. Yeah, I got it. I saw the error of my ways. Wizards is running out of card names. They're running out. Never been a fan of Hideaway. You know, I'm surprised how much play the Hideaway lands got. Then they got a lot. Yeezus, Collector's Cage. What are we collecting, Yeezus? We are collecting... I don't know. This is like an AI-generated art. It's not actually an AI-generated art, but it sort of looks in the style of AI-generated. 2 mana artifact with Hideaway 5. Pay 1, tap, put a +1/+1 counter on target creature you control. Then if you control 3 or more creatures with different powers, you may play the exiled card without paying its mana cost. You know what bothers me about the big score set? I keep seeing a Millennium Falcon as the set symbol. It just bothers me. It's like Star Wars mixing with my Magic here. In the set symbol. Chen is playing pay to win today, baby. Clive's Hideaway. Is it a Hideaway card? It is a Hideaway card. It's a town. We're all gonna go to town. We're gonna tap for a colorless too. Pay 2, tap. You may play the exiled card without paying its mana cost if you control 4 or more legendary creatures. Sick. That sounds cool. Like, it feels pretty free. Playing with a lot of legendaries, it's just gravy. Give it time. I'm sure Star Wars will be part of MTG. Yeah, I guess so. Who will win, Disney or Hasbro? John, no real card yet. 3 wishes. 3 mana instant. Take the top 3 cards of your library, look at them, and set them aside face down. You may play those cards as though they were in your hand at the beginning of your next turn. Bury any of those cards not played. This feels like a very red card by today's standards. It's like instead of exiling the cards and playing them until your next turn, it's now like, okay, you just play them, put them face down. Protection from hand discard. They should explore this more. They should bring this back. They were doing something right in Visions. Argentina, you put too many zeros down or so. This is like a $20 US super chat. I don't even know what this... I have no idea what this currency is, but it's yellow. Zoetic Cavern. Zoetic Cavern. Morphland. Tap for a colorless. So if you're scared of getting mana screwed, well, guess what? You can turn those lands into 3 mana 2/2 creatures. And it can still tap for mana later. You just have to morph it for 2. What a ripoff. Actually, we're paying 2 mana to add 1. It's terrible. Okay, we gotta divide that super chat for, amongst some people. No, it's Argentinian currency. It's like 8 cents. Well, not according to YouTube. Unless that's a shade of yellow that's like really, really low. SHG with Earthbind. Does this have anything to do with face down? No, I'm getting trolled here. I'm getting trolled. I thought I was getting trolled. Okay, how about this, Lestian? Let's have Branch of V2 Ghazi. Let's divide up that super chat. It's a land. We're getting a lot more interesting cards in the back half of the show. Tap, add a colorless. Disguise for 3. And when Branch of Vitu-Ghazi is turned face up, add 2 mana of any one color. Until end of turn, you don't lose this mana as steps and phases end. How do you turn it face up? Oh, I guess like for nothing? Because it costs nothing? Oh, it says disguise 3. You may cast this card face down for 3. It is a... How do we turn that? How do we turn this thing face up? Do we just like turn it face up so that like we're storing mana in here? I think it's like we're storing... It's like we pay 3 mana to have this thing face down. Then we turn it face up for nothing? Because it costs nothing. Do we have to pay the 3? Ugh. How does it get face down? We cast this card face down for 3. Oh, it's the mana cost is just the same. Oh, I got confused. I thought Disguise 3 was just describing this, the cost. Okie dokie. Adam. Crozen Cloud Scraper. But the real question is, are you scraping poo from that cloud? 8 mana for a 13/13 at the beginning of your upkeep. Sacrifice it unless you pay double green. Ah, so classic. Gotta pay for your creatures to stay on the board. Also, you can morph it for 9. Where's the discount? There's like no discount to this card. It's also a morph land like Zoetic Cavern. Did we see that one? We saw Zoetic Cavern, didn't we? Yeah, okay. Surely a Timmy card. It's a super Timmy card. Ultra Timmy card. Real different with Keru. Oh, we did Keru Spell Snatcher. Sorry about that. Who has... There's more no 2 cards yet, people around here. Kozilek, the Broken Reality. Well, it's in the name. 9 mana, 9/9 Eldrazi. When you cast the spell, up to 2 target players each manifest 2 cards from their hands. And for each card manifested this way, you draw a card. Other colorless creatures you control get +3/+2. Strang Eldrazi. What's interesting is you can have like several of the same Eldrazi on the battlefield. Breaks. That's the real broken reality. Having like a Kozilek from 3 different eras on the battlefield at the same time. Argentina. Does Jade statue even count? We'll know in a minute. 4 mana, pay 2. Jade statue becomes a 3/6 artifact creature until end of turn. No, it doesn't get turned face down. Does not count. Hexenort. Aurelia's Vindicator. A 4 mana 4/2 angel. Flying lifelink and ward 2. It's got disguise for 4 mana and X. When it's turned face up, exile up to X other target creatures from the battlefield and or creature cards from the graveyard. When Aurelia's Vindicator leaves the battlefield, return the exiled cards to their owner's hands. This actually has a lot of utility. This does not do anything. I know that card. Okay, real different wants Silumgar Assassin. Oh, I spelled Silumgar wrong. 2 mana, 2/1. Creatures with power greater than Silumgar Assassin's power can't block it. So it's got to be... Isn't that like Skulk? Or maybe not. Okay, Megamorph for 3 mana. And then when Silumgar Assassin is turned face up, destroy target creature with power 3 or less and opponent controls. Kill off those small creatures. Only big creatures can stay around here. Creatures that can't block me. John with Shared Fate. Does this count? 5 mana enchantment. If a player would draw a card, that player removes the top card of an opponent's library from the game face down instead. Oh, okay. And then each player may look at and play cards they remove from the game with Shared Fate as though they were in their hand. So that's like the way of cheating, like being able to play your opponent's deck as if it's yours without putting cards physically into your hand. You don't have a card yet? You just show up here? The Ether Plasm. We did a chroma, Nathaniel. Used to be modern playable. I don't remember that, but Maybe I haven't played Modern long enough. Etherplasm with is it like it's Aetherplasm? Utherplasm? It's got the I don't know how to pronounce this card. 4 mana 1/1. Oh wait a minute, it's German. That was my problem. Okay. Can I get what is going on? Why is it only showing? There we go. Okay, we got English. 4 mana for a 1/1. An Aetherplasm. Illusion. When it blocks a creature, you may return Etherplasm to its owner's hand. If you do, you may put a creature card from your hand onto the battlefield, blocking that creature. Oh, that doesn't count though. So it blocks a creature, you may return Etherplasm to your hand, and you're just replacing it. No. Ixodron absolutely counts, but we did that one already. Yeah, we did Deathmist Raptor. What have we not done? Christopher View wants Mistway Spy. I played a lot with Mistway Spy, never actually used the disguise ability. It's a blue 1/1 flyer. You can disguise it for 2. When it's turned face up, until end of turn, whenever a creature you control deals combat damage to a player, investigate. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I've used this ability like once and never again. Which Vanifar? I only know one Vanifar. Maybe Evolved Enigma? At the beginning of combat on your turn, choose one. Oh yeah, look a card from your hand. Okay. We got something going on here. And also put a +1/+1 counter on each colorless creature you control. Which are going to be your cloak cards. Because, like, what color are they supposed to be? They're face down. We don't know. They're not the color of your sleeves, that's for sure. Okay, Real is trying real hard to get on the show here. Grim Haru specs. Here, there's usually a hack for this if you can't get a card. You just copy something Christopher B is shouting very late in the show, because he already has a card usually by that point. Okay, Haru specs. A 3 mana 3/2. Human Wizard, more for a black. Whenever another non-token creature you control dies, draw a card. Oh, damn, we have to lose our creatures to draw creatures? Unbelievable. Would my Blue Eyes White Dragon in face down defense mode count? I totally forgot that in Yu-Gi-Oh! I put a card face down in defense mode. So I guess it has to be. Is it only creatures in face down mode, or can you put anything in face down mode, like even spells, or is that cheating? Got to reveal your face down cards at the end of a Yu-Gi-Oh! Match, I guess. Mordrak Plasma. Well, which Plasmancer? Which one of these could be a face down card? Maybe this one? Chain of Plasma? Can we go here? Chain of Plasma deals 3 damage to a creature or player, then that player or that creature's controller may discard a card from their hand. If they do, they may copy. No. This card doesn't exist. Lots of face down cards makes the anime more exciting. I guess so. I guess that's what Magic was trying to steal, that face down sort of stuff. I play my Foretell card face down in defense mode. Because you know it's going to be a defensive card. Let's... Just how exactly did you think trap cards were meant to work? I thought they were only... Well, I didn't think at all is the problem. Nola wants a card. Morphkin. Only monsters can be out face down in Yu-Gi-Oh! But in the show, they break the rules and sometimes put them in face up defense positions. Oh. There's no such thing as a Morphkin. I spelled that properly. Okay, we'll end the show on Felly with turn inside out. I had a lot of trollers today. We had so many trolls. This is disgusting. A red instant. Target creature gets +3/+0 until end of turn. When it dies this turn, manifest dread. Beautiful. Thank you so much for being here today. I hope everyone enjoyed some lovely face down magic. I guess this is an is it Ixodron? It's almost like an extra drawn build your deck show. As usual, we do this 3 p.m. Central Standard Time. Be there or be square. Thanks to everyone who supports the show. If you're a patron on Patreon, a member on YouTube, or you super chat to be part of the show, or even super chat so other people are part of the show. And of course, thank you so much for being here today. People like Jack Solaris, Benjamin Berkey, Lil Deadfly, Kano, Argentina, Christopher B, Islarf, John Felly, even Nola, Toilet Duck. Who else is Pat? We got Pabno here, Cryptech, Dustin Newbie, Matthew Green. Who else? We have more direct for Yu-Gi-Oh! I think you can't place monster that you've not normal summoned face down. So for the most part, you can only place small things face down. I wouldn't know. I haven't played that game yet. So as usual, my coffee crew, keep brewing those coffees. We're going to keep brewing up the magic. Take care of yourselves. And of course, we'll see you at the next cup.